Alright, doing a comments video, I guess, unfortunately. Yeah, I really hate these comments. Maybe I'll play some of Snake's latest video because it really was kind of entertaining. But we'll see how it goes. I'm so sick of this Universe Destroyer guy. So he's this rude, obnoxious asshole. Shows up on the videos, he insults other people, he insults me. I am just so fucking sick of him. And it's all about some issue where he doesn't think sentience is the reason why we should end life on Earth. No, he's not an anti-natalist. He's ethicist. He's in some sort of anti-natalist. He just hates humans mostly. And that's your problem, buddy. Okay? He doesn't get this whole thing where this whole witness argument again. So we're back to this idea of what value is. And I keep saying you don't need witnesses. Just like gravity doesn't need a witness, just like the whole mechanics of the universe, none of this universe needs witnesses. All these are properties that things have. Things have properties. The properties of sentient beings is the fact that they are now creating value. They're having value experience. Alright? It happens. They can't help it. If you're conscious, you're creating value. You're radiating it into the value sphere. Alright? Just by being. Okay? You're either comfortable or uncomfortable. Even when you're comfortable, I don't even know whether you still are at zero yet. You're still kind of chasing. You know, you're not euphoric. And I think being dead is probably euphoric, actually. But whatever. Let's not even quibble over it. It just doesn't matter. Whatever we are value-wise, whether we're doing something, we're feeling, so therefore we're creating positive value. Whatever value it is, we're creating it all the time. It's radiating from us. There doesn't need to be a witness. The sunshine doesn't have to hit anything. The sun still produces the light. Alright, so this isn't about the universe caring, you stupid cunt. So anyway, I'm going to block him because I'm just sick of him. So I've only got 3 people blocked, so I'm going to make 4 now. And 2 of them are people that I really shouldn't have to block. They should just respectfully fuck off when I tell them to fuck off. But they won't do that. So, blocked. Ugh. But anyway, it's just, he's incomprehensible. He says 3 different things and he contradicts himself. I mean, this isn't even coherent. But value only exists insofar as the most inefficient form of matter out there that produces our sentience suffers or experiences pleasure, but only to ourselves as the experiencing agent. So again, he's saying we only experience our consciousness. Well, duh. The fact of our consciousness is, again, a property of us. It exists, whether you even acknowledge it or not. It's still there, you stupid fuck. Why the hell should we subscribe to it universal value, irrespective of our own existence, if to the universe we are just like any other form of matter possessing no intrinsic value? So again, the universe somehow has to acknowledge our pain and suffering, or somehow the pain and suffering doesn't exist. I mean, that would just be idiotic. So anyway, on Derived Energy's board, so this is another reason I'm blocking the fucker. He's talking trash again, you know. Oh yeah, Derived Energy, you're so much better. You suck my dick so much better than Gary does. Kind of bullshit. It's just disgusting. I'm just so sick of this fucking cunt. You know, really. I mean, his comments are everywhere. You're in love with humanity and think our existence trumps the existence of the universe. What the fuck does that even mean? I mean, without us in the universe is shit. It doesn't matter whether the universe exists or not. Nothing matters. Nothing. The whole thing is shit. There's no way to create anything but shit. The whole universe is probably just a crack in the nothing. It's probably error code from the start. There's nothing you can make. There's nothing constructive to ever build. Because you can only build something if something needs it to be built. So you always have to make the need first. That's why the whole thing is doomed to fail. Oh, stupid fuck. I'm not being rude here, Gary. And if you haven't noticed, I was agreeing with all of your points except the one claiming that sentience is the only valuable thing in the universe. Well, what else is valuable, you stupid jackass? It exists objectively as long as humans exist. Well, see, you blew it again. Humans aren't the only sentient thing on Earth, you stupid fuck. But that's about it. So this other guy's whining because I'm bitching at this asshole. And it really pisses me off, because why should I tolerate that? Why should I have to waste my fucking time restating what I've already stated hundreds of times? You know, to the universe, sentience is no more valuable than a rock. Well, again, who's claiming otherwise, you stupid fuck? I mean, really, value isn't something you project onto something, okay? That's what our psychology does. That's not what creates real value. That's the fake value. That's the Cheeto chasing human that's chasing fake value. The real value is in their consciousness, in their sentient comfort, you stupid fuck. I mean, that's where again, we're back to the pie argument. There's a difference between pie and flavors of pie. There's a difference between ice cream and flavors of ice cream. The flavors don't matter. It's the ice cream that matters, you stupid shit. Fuck, I hate this guy. I really do. So where's that other jackass who's nagging me? You know. But anyway, these people just, they really do piss me off. So anyway, some shithead is sitting there nagging me because, you know, because I'm being too rude to the little fucking jackass troll who's not even on the subject, right? The subject of this video, if you didn't notice, Universe Destroyer, right? His name is Universe Destroyer, yet he somehow likes the universe and just doesn't like humans. So why don't you just call yourself Human Destroyer, you stupid cunt? But anyway, the subject of the video is vegetarianism, shithead. Okay? So this isn't your video anyway to go puke all your shit here, okay? This isn't your video, alright? This is a video about vegetarianism, you stupid cunt. You know, really, you really are. Well, anyway, I've gotten rid of you, so I'm happy now. That's a relief. So anyway, what else? So this is the F-full video. Yeah, so this is what a rational comment looks like. Death, : I don't think you need death to make room. Death happens in a world hostile to complex, fragile things. No. We don't die because of our fragility. We don't die because we wear out. We die because we are genetically programmed to die. That's the truth of it. We're genetically programmed to rot. You know, sea turtles can live hundreds of years because, you know, we really should have figured out what's different between them and us. I mean, because it's a genetic component in there somewhere. But anyway, you know, and other organisms have. So there's always going to be a balance created. But my argument was that the initial life forms are the ones that create. Death was created billions of years ago because those initial life forms just replicated constantly. And so there had to be death built into it because you wouldn't do, first, it reduces the amount of reproducing you can do, technically, right? I mean, if you got a bunch of dead wood, so to speak, I mean, old copies. So, you know, the whole idea of evolution is to keep making new copies and creating mutations, because the mutations are fertile ground for improvement. So you're going to reduce your chances of improving your genetic code if you have a bunch of dead wood, old wood, still functioning, you know, still producing. And so you're, in effect, there's just this obvious truth that for more new things to thrive or survive, the old have to be eliminated eventually. Okay, so and the longer they live, the more of a liability they are to future generations, because they're going to eat the resources that the future generations would be eating. And obviously this balance gets way screwed up. Okay, I mean, like octopuses lay like 1,000 eggs, you know, every year for whatever, 4 or 5 years, and you know, it's just thousands of young have to get eaten. Even sea turtles is a good example, right? I mean, one female sea turtle in her lifespan probably lays, 50,000 eggs. I don't know, some kind of big number, and only 2 of those 50,000 make it, to adulthood. So there's all kinds of weird balances here where organisms are reproducing in mass, and they're doing it in such a sloppy way. Part of it's like they sloppily produce the young, so the young get eaten to pieces. And so part of it's their biology is probably creating the liability, and the other part is the environment creating the corrosive circumstance. But there always has to be this balance, right? I mean, you're out of balance if you replicate in an excessive number and there's no place to go, right? There's no place for the excess population to go, then you're in big trouble. So that you always have to acquire some kind of sustainable population. That's always going to be kind of the goal, and to have the opportunity to expand when expansion presents opportunity for that. So it usually happens that, I think, most evolution, most mutations happen in small populations. They change, become a little better, and then they are explosively grow. And then they have this congestion problem where they kind of overpopulate and probably diminish functionality, and that creates even more incentive for more change. So anyway, but I just think there's lots of components, but there is a genetic component to our death. It's not about this damage thing. It's not damage that kills us. It's genetic code that kills us. Yeah, so that's enough of that. So let's move on to comments here. Yeah, so this is Snake's latest video, and he says some really weird shit in here. I mean, these two assholes keep going back and forth with each other. Unassumption and Snake, Pilskinist. But it's just such hypocrisy. This is what I'm saying. I have plenty of my own depressing shit to overcome. So then why are you doing psychology on the internet? Why don't you work on yourself first, fuckwit? People that are an insult to the human spirit. People like that are an insult to the human spirit. Huh? They contribute nothing, and they are huge buzzkills. People like that. I guess he's talking about somebody in this other comment. Okay. Despite having an extremely pessimistic worldview, so you're allowed to have an extremely pessimistic worldview. You're allowed to, but no one else is allowed to. And no one else is allowed to rationally act on their extremely pessimistic worldview, where you are extremely pessimistic and decide that you're going to chase a pink balloon or something. Somebody else might say, well, I'm going to take responsibility for my worldview and see if I can do something to make it less pessimistic by giving myself some hope by trying to do something constructive. Yeah. I still manage not to suck the life force from everyone else, right? So it's sucking the life force from everyone else to suggest that vegetarianism is healthier, better for the environment, better for resource management, and it reduces suffering on planet Earth. And that's a buzzkill. Yeah, that's sucking the life force from everybody else to suggest you ought to go back to the diet humans were eating 200,000 years ago. Oh, horror, horror. This is what I'm saying. You want to stop people from suffering, then do something to help. Well, that's the whole argument, right? We're talking about, see, these people don't even know what antinatalism, right? That they're arguing with antinatalism. Of course, they'll never even understand what ephilism is, but they can't even get antinatalism right. They keep thinking antinatalism means we want to kill you. No, we want to suggest that you stop replicating and you stop supporting and financing and subsidizing the lunatics that are way over replicating, who are essentially deciding for the entire human race what their destiny is going to be. If it wasn't for the dumbest 10% of the people, human population would be beneath what is required to sustain human population. That's the truth. So 90% of the people are choosing, in most places in the world, choosing not to have more than 2 kids. They're choosing that. And that's a good thing. And all they have to do is reform the bottom 10%, the stupid little morons, okay? And that's what you call sucking the life. That's what you call sticking a knife in somebody's neck. This is your outrageous rhetoric. Ugh, well, anyway. So here's this unassumption guy. Unassumption. This is such a joke, right? He's got a hat on backwards. He thinks he's a rapper or something. Gary and his ilk should try getting mental help. To try getting a good job first. Or try getting a good job first. I've had good jobs. Regardless, what business is this of yours? I mean, do you really get how low this is, you fucking cunt? Let's go pick on you personally. Well, anyway, let's read the rest of it. If that fails them, we all better get off if the entitled Melanger dead weight topped itself. So they keep talking about committing suicide again. So like that's somehow the answer to the problem. So you stop Dr. Frankenstein by if you're Frankenstein monster and Dr. Frankenstein just keeps wheeling them out. The solution to the problem is just to kill yourself. It's not to stop Dr. Frankenstein. No, that would be stupid. Yeah, right. We can't ignore suffering and the potential cure that is suicide. No, the cure is a rubber. A fucking condom is the cure, asshole. But that's way down the list of cures. Well, you people are just so stupid. No, the really funny part, though, is when they start talking their nihilist shit here in the middle of this crap. So they're doing all this pro-life crap, and then in the middle of that, they start talking about how much life is pointless. And you're just like, what the fuck? They don't think life has any purpose or function. They don't care whether it exists or not. That's what Snake actually says. I mean, I really should gotta find that. A large part of what governs happiness is disposition. Wow! Holy shit! Did you come up with that on your own? Yeah, and if you're an idiot, you're disposed to happiness. So that's another asshole was talking about. Yeah, this Dungerman guy. Dangerman. Surveys show that people in the third world are actually happier. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and how many people in the third world are religious kooks? You have that statistic too? Surveys. What kind of survey is that? Did Oprah do the survey? Who did the survey? Huh? Some fuckwit like you? Yeah. I've out this point too in Mendham. I've out this point. I don't even know what that means. But he never answered. Because it's not a point. Surveys show? I'm supposed to pay attention to that like it means something? You walked up to people who are religious and said, what do you think of God's creation? And what do you think they said? Well, you're not going to tell God if I say something bad, are you? Yeah, oh, come on, you silly fuck. And they're a little distracted, too. You know, it's really easy not to be thinking about life if you're too busy trying to survive it. You know, I mean, this really is. Thinking is sort of a leisure activity. You have to have a little bit of free time to start the wheels turning. You know, the bear can't be right on your ass. You have to have a little time to slow down and say, what the fuck am I doing anyway? You know, and people in the third world really don't have that. And they have no education either. So really, you want to go to the dumbest people on earth and ask them what life is. And then you're going to impress me by telling me what the dumbest people on planet Earth think. Yeah, this is why am I even arguing with assholes like this? Oh, jeez, there's no point. All right, let's see. Did you not catch my thesis? Life is a struggle. We define ourselves by our struggles and how we overcome them. If life is too easy, it sucks. Interesting. So the counter argument is that my life is too easy. That my life has been too easy. That's your argument. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm not going to have a contest, but fuck you. This is just such silly rubbish. And you think you're a man. Why? Because you defend reckless procreation and gluttonous abuse of sentient animals. And that makes you a man. That makes you a big ball man. No, I think that makes you a coward and an asshole. And I'd love to kick the shit out of you. Yeah, I think you suck. You really do suck. Alright, so where is this? I gotta find the comment because it really is priceless. Listen, we're probably not going to make it as a species. Okay, so you're conceding we're not going to make it as a species, and so you can't even say that. That's like saying, well, look, old man, you're probably going to die, and maybe you should do it the right way instead of the wrong way. Instead of letting some crappy disease own you, instead of letting it deteriorate you into a little 80-pound pile of shit, why don't you go out with your balls intact like a man, right? So that wouldn't be the way you would argue this, right? Yeah, fuck you. You know, but if you're just going to piss and fume infinitely about how terrible it all is, well, really, that's not what we're doing, cunt. Anyway, and how we shouldn't even bother. What the hell is that? You are worse than fucking useless. So I don't know, I guess he's talking to an assumption, right? I don't know. Overpopulation is a problem, and who epitomizes dead weight as much as a bunch of entitled malangerers. So again, he's accusing us of being unproductive and unactualized in some kind of way because we're not cool guys who wear way too big an eye patch. Or something like that, and have killed more people than I know, or maybe haven't, and are just preposterous liars on the internet. Oh, I'm not a preposterous liar on the internet, so yeah, I'm not a real human being yet, right? I mean, you don't tell any straight stories, right? It's all a big pile of lies. You really are a troll, right? That's all you are. Okay, come on, where's this part where he's just talking about the universe being pointless? Fuck. That was really good. Oh, come on. It's got to be in this little... It's got to be in there somewhere. Well, anyway, you get the idea. You sort of get the idea from that last comment. Alright. Anyway, fuck it. I'm going to go through all this crap. So let's play the last half of this video, though, because it was kind of funny. I remember it seemed like it was kind of funny, so let's play some of it. I thought it was funny. It was stupid anyway. Stupid funny. I don't mean funny like haha funny. I mean funny in the holy shit, that's stupid kind of funny way. Oh, YouTube's a little slow. Got my computer working. It's cool. The other computer. Really quiet. I'm really quiet. It's nice. Where's the microphone here? There it is.
If I have a boy, I think I'm going to name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue. I still hate that name.
Okay, so he read the lyrics to a Johnny Cash song, okay, which was really just so much fun. Yeah, what a waste of time.
There's a story from my life with the Johnny Cash song, but I think it illustrates a little point here. No, you know what? I'll just let that stand. These anti-natalist people, it's so funny, because, especially this one that I've been arguing with, I don't know why, you shouldn't argue with internet trolls, saying like, there's such profound suffering in the world, there's people in countries where it's just so terrible, like, it would even make a Marine cry.
Yeah, so now he's, again, somebody mocking suffering. So, yeah, that just seems like really a stupid thing to do. I just don't get it, okay? I mean, you're mocking the only thing that really, I mean, it's just not something you should be mocking. Mocking suffering is just disgusting. It just really is.
It's like, listen, you soft, pampered fucking maggot. You listen to me, motherfucker. Why don't you go over to those countries? You go to those people who are suffering so terribly. why don't you go up to them and say, hey, you know, you're suffering terribly here.
Yeah, well, you could go up to 1 million people a year who kill themselves, and then you could figure that there's probably another many tens of millions who don't kill themselves but are pretty close to it, and you could ask them, But no, you want to go to the dumb, stupid ones and ask them. No, I don't want to do that. That's pointless.
Would you like it if I say just cut your throat?
Okay, so again, the subject's antinatalism, all right? It's about having babies. It's not about cutting people's throats. It's about acknowledging that there's a huge risk equation and you're imposing life on somebody else. And so you're talking about going to one of these countries where people live miserably and actually saying to somebody, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I really wouldn't want to wake up and call you mommy or daddy. Okay, you're dumb, stupid cunts, and you probably are in way over your fucking goddamn skill level. But that would be crazy.
Put you out of that misery? They would look at you like you were the stupidest motherfucking piece of shit that ever lived. Do you think that they are unfamiliar with it?
Yeah, I think they are incredibly unfamiliar. They believe in gods, retard. You're really not going to get any of this. You're not going to be fair to any of this. You're not going to acknowledge what keeps the human race running. The human race is running completely on bullshit. They lie for 18 years to their kids. I mean, they lie as long as they can. They're still lying. My mother's still lying. Okay? They lie. All right? To make life mean something. They live for lies. Singularities or Gaia or God or some other bullshit to live for. And you're just part of it. I mean, here you are a nihilist. Here you are a motherfucker who says the whole thing is shit anyway. It doesn't matter. If the species went extinct, you basically said, who cares? That's your fucking commentary. And yet look at this greasy, silly, stupid act you're putting on where you're now defending the life cause. No, don't suggest people should use more condoms. That would be silly.
Suffering, they are very well versed in their goddamn suffering and they do not want to die. Okay? You listen.
Again, yeah, so again, that's not the subject. The subject is imposing life on some new consciousness that's going to wake up in their cardboard box and say, oh, fuck. And then maybe somebody should suggest, nah, don't bother doing that, okay? Go whack off or do something, but don't be imposing life on somebody else when you can't even manage existing, taking care of yourself, you stupid cunt. Oh, what an unreasonable thing to do, to say to somebody, oh, wait, maybe you're not qualified. Horror, horror.
Okay? Now, maybe I'm getting a little emotional here, but
No, you're getting retarded. Again, you're not even on the subject. The subject isn't life cool when you're a selfish cunt? Yeah, sure it is. It's pretty cool when you don't think about what you're doing, all right? But otherwise, if you actually think about what's going on planet Earth, well, then it pretty much sucks.
Really, here's the thing. Yes, antinatalist, there is suffering in life. But people, how do I put this? Life is a struggle. It is both a terrible thing and it is a beautiful.
Well, whatever. So this is your philosophy that you're going to aggressively say we have to believe in, almost at knife point. It's beautiful and terrible, and you're rational. No, I'm sorry. You're stupid. What it is futile and expensive. Those are two really stupid things to put together. Expensive and futile. Alright? That's like useless and expensive. Yeah, you've conceded it's useless. And you've conceded it's got suffering in it. So that means it's expensive. So you've conceded it's useless and expensive, and yet you're selling it. And you're calling other people cunts? No, you're the fucking cunt.
But that is what it is. Now, if
Oh, gee, that's smart too. It is what it is. Yeah. Let it be written, so let it be, or whatever they said, right?
you can't stomach that, kill yourself right this motherfucking instant.
Yeah, so it just shows how sincere your other video was, right? Oh yeah, well I thought it was kind of rude of people to suggest people kill themselves, and now you're just doing that now. I should kill myself because that makes me so much better an advocate for my philosophy, doesn't it? Oh yes, if I'm dead, I'm so much more effective as an advocate. I mean, what? I mean, you can't even get this little tiny bit right. I mean, really. I'll kill myself when my job's done, shithead. God, you're starved when frankly the personal price gets too high. But yeah, I'll decide when, stupid cunt.
Because I can guarantee you that I am familiar with every last bit of ugliness in the world that you are, and more to greater detail than you.
All right, well, go ahead and prove it. Prove it.
You
Prove
tried
it
to
with
kill
something
me,
else.
you
With
would
something
not
else. But
succeed.
talk.
You would not
Okay, you
succeed.
keep talking.
Pathetic, wet piles of...
You keep talking like you're some big guy. You know something special, that you've been somewhere and done something. Why don't you prove it then if you're going to keep saying it like you're better than us or you're more knowledgeable than us? Why don't you prove it with something besides lies, okay? So far, all you've done is lie about who the fuck you are, you turnip-growing liar.
to greater detail than you. And if you tried to kill me, you would not succeed.
Yeah,
100.
whatever. So that's the subject, right? Killing you. Yeah, okay. I mean, you know, in a civil war, I'll be glad to. For a political cause, you know, I'll do it, sure. But that's not antinatalism, shithead. It's not the subject of antinatalism.
If you would not succeed, you pathetic wet piles of tissue paper. Do you understand me? You make me fucking sick.
Okay, so I guess you're acting again now, right? Oh, that's right. That's what you're doing. Damn, I didn't get it. You're acting. You're an actor. That's what you are, an actor. Oh, I thought you were a comedian, and now, no, you're an actor.
I didn't bother with the logic. I thought I would go with an emotional argument. Have a nice day.
Oh, you don't have any emotions from what I understand. You don't have any concerns about that kind of stuff, so I don't think that's an issue. You talk a little bit like Ed, don't you? Yeah, you do. But anyway, so fuck you. Enough of a video. Mess of a video. Sorry, this one I will call junk. So I don't want to hear any shit for you assholes. When the video has junk in the title, it means it wasn't a video I thought out well and I've constructed well, and then when I finished it I said, oh, this is kind of a clunker. And that's why I put the word junk in the title. So unless you have some abundant free time, don't watch the video. Or go ahead and watch the video, but don't gripe and complain like I somehow did a horror to you because it's a shit video. Well, why do I have to explain to comment? Why do I have to explain to you fucking cunts how to just be decent, alright? Go look at my comments on the internet, okay, if you can find some of them, alright? And you'll see how to do it correctly. When you're commenting on somebody else's video, you exercise a little bit of logic and discipline, and you control yourself. You respect the fact that you're in somebody else's house. No, there's no point in saying this to these idiots. These idiots don't even have icons. I mean, they can't even figure out how to have an icon. So I'm going to make another tool, I think. Yeah, a tool that just goes to comment pages and just collects comments of certain assholes. And then just posts all their comments on one page somewhere just so you can just peruse their stupidity. Backward hat retard. Oh yeah, I should really go to his fucking, let's go to his fucking little retarded channel page and see what kind of retard he actually is. On assumption. Jesus. Shit talking, lying motherfucking cunt. Oh, he's 15 years old or something. What the fuck? Why I make these videos? Oh, this ought to be good. What the hell's that picture? How come the icon is somebody else? Why do you have an icon of somebody else? What the fuck is that?
My last video did not elaborate on its opening claim that most individual actions are performed without a goal, so I thought I'd revisit that with the question of why I make these videos. I can only speculate on why I made my first, both as I'm no longer in full possession of all of the thoughts that I was aware at the time.
Oh my fucking,
not all of them having crystallized
the fucking
memory,
twatty English guy, little English kid who reads scripts too fast. Oh, that's so fucking brilliant. What is this icon, though? Who is this twat that you have as an icon? What the fuck is that? I guess it could be him, but it doesn't, whatever. Whatever, he's like 10 years old. Oh, fuck. They shouldn't let these fucking kids on the fucking internet. Should lock them in closets somewhere. Ugh.